I'm Steven, co-founder and CIO at Quantamize, and you're watching a Quantamize market update. This morning we want to talk a little bit about the options markets given some interesting activity we are observing. The VIX is a little lower today, trading at roughly 22 times. USO out of the money calls, SPY out of the money puts are some of the most actively traded options contracts in the US market this morning. Interestingly enough, the put open interest for both the SPY and IWM has dropped considerably since October due to the recent rout in US stocks. In oil markets, the recent sell-off in oil futures has been exacerbated by investment banks selling futures to hedge exposure to producer hedges. Many of the international oil producer clients have bought put options, both vanilla and exotic, to hedge cash flow exposure. This morning, WTI is currently up close to 1.5%, trading at around $50 a barrel. So what does this all mean for you? For those of you who like to trade options, we would recommend you consider selling volatility or selling options when implied volatility is very expensive, and buying options when implied volatility is cheap. How does it relate to oil markets? Given the recent sell-off in oil markets and the observation we just shared about what's going on at sell-side banks, it would make sense at the moment to consider bullish trades in oil where you're selling volatility. Some of our favorite trades here at Quantamize are long call collar spreads and risk reversals. In the case of what's going on with IWM and SPY, we think these are opportunities for investors to consider selling skew. If put option interest is falling the way it is right now, with implied volatility still elevated, given the VIX is give or take at roughly 22 at the moment, it would make sense to sell volatility to get long exposure. In our morning brief this morning, we talked about stocks dropping considerably, with the S&P 500 dropping 10% since its September 2018 high. This is an opportunity for smart value investors to potentially get long the market while selling expensive implied volatility. Don't forget to check out Quantamize.com for your full market recap for stocks, options, ETFs, and cryptos, and to find out what trades our AI quant models like this morning.